This is Shadowline News. In a sport where barriers are meant to be broken, some barriers reveal themselves to be more stubborn than others. Yesterday in Paris, we witnessed one of the most anticipated attempts in running history, as Kenya's Faith Kipyegon took aim at the sub-4-minute mile barrier for women. The attempt was nothing short of extraordinary. Kipyegon, running at Stade Charletti, clocked 4 minutes and 6.42 seconds. While this fell short of the historic sub-4-minute target, it represented something far more significant than a mere failed attempt. She broke her own world record by more than a full second, demonstrating that the boundaries of human performance continue to expand even when the ultimate goal remains elusive. What makes this attempt particularly fascinating is the context in which it occurred. This was not simply a runner showing up to a track and hoping for the best. Nike orchestrated this entire event, much like their previous attempts with Eliud Kipchoge's marathon projects. The Breaking 4 event was designed with every possible advantage: pacemakers, optimal conditions, specialized equipment, and strategic planning all converged to create the perfect storm for history. Yet even with these advantages, the 4-minute barrier held firm. This reveals something profound about the nature of athletic limits. When Roger Bannister first broke the 4-minute mile in 1954, it opened the floodgates for male runners. The barrier seemed to dissolve once it was proven possible. For women, however, the mathematics are different. The gap between current performance and the target remains significant enough that even perfect conditions cannot guarantee success. Kipyegon's attempt also highlights the evolving relationship between sport and technology. The event will not be recognized by world athletics due to the artificial conditions created. This raises important questions about what constitutes legitimate athletic achievement in an era where science and sport are increasingly intertwined. When Kipchoge ran his sub-2-hour marathon, it was celebrated globally despite not being an official record. The public seemed to understand that human achievement transcends official recognition. The broader implications of this attempt extend beyond running. Kipyegon's effort represents the modern approach to breaking barriers. Rather than waiting for the perfect natural conditions, athletes and their sponsors are creating those conditions artificially. This shift from opportunistic to orchestrated record attempts reflects how professional sports have evolved in the 21st century. From a physiological perspective, the 4-minute mile for women represents a different challenge than it did for men in the 1950s. The performance gap between elite male and female middle-distance runners has remained relatively consistent across decades. While men have pushed well below 4 minutes, with the current world record standing at 3 minutes 43 seconds, women have made steady but slower progress toward the barrier. What made Kipyegon's attempt particularly compelling was her existing credentials. She is not a runner gambling on one perfect day. She is the 3-time Olympic champion at 1500 meters, the world record holder at both the mile and 1500 meters, and arguably the greatest female middle distance runner of all time. If anyone could break this barrier, conventional wisdom suggested it would be her. The failure to break 4 minutes does not diminish Kipyegon's achievement. In fact, it may enhance it. Her time of 4 minutes, 6.42 seconds, now stands as a testament to how close the barrier can be approached with current human capabilities. She has pushed the conversation from whether it is possible to when it will happen. The event also demonstrated the global appetite for witnessing history in real time. The Breaking 4 event generated significant media attention and public interest. This suggests that audiences remain fascinated by the pursuit of seemingly impossible goals, even when those goals are not achieved. The attempt itself becomes the story. Looking forward, Kipyegon's attempt provides a roadmap for future efforts. Her post-race comments indicated optimism about the eventual achievement of a sub-4-minute mile by a woman. Quote, "It is only a matter of time, but I think it will come our way. If it is not me, it will be someone someday." End quote. This perspective acknowledges both the difficulty of the goal and the inevitability of its eventual conquest. The timing of this attempt also carries symbolic weight. In an era where women's sports are gaining unprecedented visibility and support, Kipyegon's effort represents the kind of barrier-breaking moment that can inspire a generation. Young runners watching her attempt now have a new benchmark to chase. The scientific community will undoubtedly analyze every aspect of this performance. The data collected from this attempt will inform future strategies and potentially reveal new insights about the limits of human endurance. The gap between 4 minutes 6 seconds and 4 minutes may seem small, but in elite athletics, those 6 seconds represent a chasm that will require significant advances in training, nutrition, or natural talent to bridge. For now, the 4-minute mile remains unconquered by women, but Kipyegon's attempt has moved the conversation forward in meaningful ways. She has shown that the barrier is approachable, that with the right conditions and preparation, a sub-4-minute mile is within the realm of possibility. The question is no longer if it will happen, but when and by whom. This is Shadowline News, where we analyze the stories that shape our world. The barriers we chase often reveal more about human nature than the ones we break.